Well, isn't this a turn-up for the books, eh? A gathering debating my personal puzzler, the penultimate prank. What would it take to get that dour do-gooder Bats to open up someone's jugular? Well, as everyone's favorite psychotic meta-aware clown, I'd be happy to answer you, Mr. Black underscore Eagle 99. The question is, would Batman go back in time to kill his parents, just to ensure he becomes my personal foil, my very own straitjacket man in the future? First off, I just want to say, I already like where this is going. But now the laughing man starts to cry, because I know the answer is a sad little no. Believe me, Mr. Eagle, if all it took to get that Cape Crusader to break bad was a little measly time travel, I'd have done it ages ago. But no, even though I can tell, he's only hanging on to that precious code of his by the atoms at the end of his fingernails, just aching to take that final plunge of the knife. He never does. It'd have driven me to madness for sure, if I hadn't already arrived on my own. And let's be frank here, it's not like little Brucey would be out of my hair, and my lot of the cowardly and superstitious, if his parents pulled through. He's genius, a playboy billionaire genius, with a well-adjusted childhood and do-gooder parents that'd have plenty of time to crowbar in their teachings into the head of their little protege. Believe me, I know what that's like. He'd have become a superhero anyway. Granted, one with a less monochromatic fashion sense and the ability to take a joke, but still more of the same outside underpants hooey. Hell, he'd probably do it just for fun. And if he weren't the one wearing the cowl, well, fate would make sure some poor other schmuck would spend his evenings crouched up alleys and smelling like guano. And by fate, I'm not talking about that yahoo wearing the bronze spittoon either. Because, trust me, I know Batman. And there's always a damned Batman. You can shoot him, stab him, douse him in acid, but he always comes back. Bane swears he even broke his back over his knee once, if you can believe that lying luchador. In my experience, a shot to the spine is a shot to the spine. But what are you going to do? And he even came back from that. And that's not even counting all the other bat mimics. There's scores of them. Elsewheres, elsewhens, else we forget. His little pointy ears crop up all across the multiverse, like blades of grass. A Batman is what a Batman does, you see. It's all very zen. Speaking of zen, get this. He wouldn't murder his own parents, but he would stop someone from stopping them from getting murdered. What a laugh, right? Maybe he was too busy crying in the corner when they taught the transitive property in math class, but you and I know it's the same damned thing. He doesn't, though. He really doesn't. And I don't know how many more times I'm going to have to beat it into his skull. His little distinctions and rules do nothing to change the fact that this universe is a cold, cruel, and chaotic place. So there's nothing left to do but pull up an easy chair and toast a marshmallow or two on the charred embers of civilization. Little, give some kids Nerf guns filled with blow darts. Have an indoor 4th of July. Shoot the psychotic clown-faced lunatic that you know will just kill and kill and kill again. And don't take him to a damned hospital this time. That's the problem with him, though. Assuming the timeline does split, then we'll just have another alternate universe version of him. And assuming it wouldn't, well, even then, it means personally staining those black gloves red. He wouldn't do it. The fact that I'm still breathing is proof of that. No matter the lives that would be lost later, he'd never, never pull that trigger. And you'll have to trust me when I say no one is more disappointed than me.